Okay. Or maybe I just shoved it around slightly in the OBS window. Anyways, let's go for that last achievement, which should just be 30 minutes to I really need to remember to tweet before before I start streaming. I know, streamer we. even I'm not immune to it. I think it's always like, can't go wrong with Mortaccio, and I don't think it has to be as anyone in particular. We'll just go for whatever seems like it works out best. Sounds like audio is playing from my speakers again, but well. I'll figure that out for one of these things. I think I have actually beaten Green Acres on a character. I guess it maybe didn't count, or I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it was just like 27 minutes or something. That tends to happen pretty often. Can't believe I already have like 24 hours in this game or something crazy like that. Because when you look at it the first time, you're like, there's no way I can get that much out of it. And then it just kind of sucks you in with all the like combos and things to consider and stuff. I guess it is like how I see some other Path of Exile players describe it too, like you're just kind of playing an auto bomber. Just walking around blowing up packs and things like with whatever combo stuff you get moving. Pretty much what I usually do is just like, use this game to kill time for other stuff. Like, like you just got a half an hour to kill here and there, you're like, sure, I'll give random run a try. I think that's a really interesting design decision. Like, games like Splunky or something have like forced time limits by just having like ghosts and stuff like that kinda that make things tougher. But this just has like a hard cap, like, you can be as strong as you want, you can take like whatever path you want to get there, but only for 30 minutes. And obviously, like, there's that hidden character and stuff. You do manage to beat the guy at the end and go past 30 somehow, but besides that, like, that's how the rest of this game works. Definitely for this level, I usually like having garlic or something, because it gets rid of the bat packs pretty well without you having to do too much random stuff. And yeah, I'm trying to mostly pick stuff too that deals with projectiles, just because obviously every 20 levels for until 6 you'll get 3 more, and then I usually pick up duplicator anyway, so that's 5 more. So things get pretty crazy with lightning and other stuff. I think I'll try and build around the rune binder, whatever it is. The little diamond thingy. I'm terrible at names, like, regardless of, like, what game and stuff. I guess speaking about Fate Extra earlier, like in Unravel, I really should get back to playing Extella one of these days. Like, I got through most of it, like, on my own. But I could pretty much just do the same thing I did with Extra and just, wrap up the rest. Like, just do side stories and things like that. I've been in, like, a weird place with Fate these days. Like, I fell out of Grand Order, like, a couple of years ago, like, after, all the Part 1 stuff finished. And, I keep up on, like, what's happening with, like, Part 2 and things like that. But, just don't feel the need to, like, play through it myself and stuff. And, as far as the Nasuverse goes, like, I much prefer Tsukihime and things. Which obviously, like, the remake came out for that and I'm happy. But, just would like for it to be translated and stuff, please? Is that too much to ask for? Apparently, yes, most of the time when it comes to Fate stuff. I guess it is pretty impressive that Grand Order is what it is with that in mind. Like the fact that it's like, you know, pretty much global and like all this other stuff. I guess it just is, it makes more sense for like a mobile game or something to take those lines. So let's see, we got damage up, and that's usually good with Fireball. But I feel like on this level I don't like taking Fireball. But damage is usually a hard pick for me anyways, just because of it makes the end bits easier. We did not pick Area earlier, but if I did, we can get Axe, and that can become Scythes. And we'd want Area anyways for our Lightning. So maybe this is a fine choice if it works out that way. It's just hard, like, you know, you only get 6 slots and there's always so much things you'd like to give everything, like, you know, cooldown and duration, especially with the other stuff. I guess on this level in particular, like unlike the library, like there's a lot more space for XP to drop around. So it is nice to be able to fit like, you know, a tracked orb and things like that. And maybe I should have, because like, you know, Santa Water got its new upgrade like last week or whatever too. And that's pretty good with all these projectiles and stuff. I don't know. I think we'll get like where we need to on levels and stuff, even just struggling a little bit, walking our ways around. I guess that's one thing I never considered to look at, like how long this album actually is. I wonder if like in half an hour we'll hit most of the songs again. And it's probably already repeated a couple times, but there's at least like, you know, I think a good variety in like the tone and stuff for a lot of them. Like you can never hate this song in particular, like it's more of like a main themey kind of stuff. Honestly, I could see playing, like, I know I accidentally said earlier when I was loading up Vampire Survivor, I could see playing Sanctuary RPG, like as a one-off again or something. I'm not particularly good at it, but I say that, I think like one of the last characters I had just hasn't gotten like super far. And it is a little crude with some of the writing and things, but that's part of its charm. We can just see how far we get, I guess. For how much I like just roguelikes and things, I really just haven't streamed a whole lot of them outside of Isaac. Which makes sense, because Isaac is just a long game, really. You just get so many unlocks and stuff. Like, even on my own, I've gotten through almost everything, and obviously with Sabubu as well. Got through like half of all the unlocks there. So it makes sense I'm like at like 700 hours or whatever in that game. By the way, one of the new combos in this last update is in Vampire Survivor is the Lightning Ring with Duplicator makes the new version, which kind of makes things strike twice. So I figured why not give that a chance here, because we're going to go for Duplicator anyways. It was pretty good the first time I tried to like pick it up in the library. And especially with Area, like I've always enjoyed even just regular Lightning Ring. It reminds me like the most of like a Path of Exile kind of thing, because like I've always tried to make those builds with like whatever the Breach Lord's amulet is called that does like thunder strikes when you like crit or something. And I tried to make like an auto bomber kind of thing that way once. So I've always had like a soft spot for lightning and stuff as like a skill. Like 50% more HP really isn't too bad. Like once you have like all your other upgrades. I think the only upgrade I'm missing so far is just revive. Like the one free revive for every character. I think we'll go with Tome here because it does upgrade our wand. And I was saying earlier how we could really use cooldown on like almost everything. Never hurts. Gives you more flexibility, I think. Like even if without cooldown you're able to like kill everything, it just reduces those awkward periods, like, you know, where you can't fire and enemies are encroaching on you and stuff. So it kind of just doubles down on like the space making. Obviously with some things like meteors, whatever, too, it can make killing elites and stuff a lot easier. I guess if we're successful here, I can't exactly complain about how this stream went. We will have gotten 2 achievements in 2 games. Sounds like a good night of gaming to me. I think I accidentally poked that elite. Let's be careful not to accidentally die here. I think I'm only like 10k-ish off from buying the revive. I usually always try to sneak out of the plants if they come around, by the way. No reason to just stay in there until whatever happens. And usually something you pick up kind of makes gaps. What do I have exactly that works with duration? I feel like that was probably a bad pick overall. Like I pretty much only picked it for the bouncy diamond things. I could get a revive. I don't think I've actually picked up revive yet, so it's on my logbook, but I don't think I'm gonna start now. Well, I guess if I have to pick something too. This one's feeling like not the greatest run, if I'm being honest. Like with support selection, all we can really upgrade now is the lightning ring and the magic wand. And I'm pretty much 100% gonna take area if it comes up for our last thing. So hopefully that's good enough. I feel like Magic Wand is like never bad, like at making space for you and hitting elites and things, especially with damage, so hopefully we just get lucky and find all we're looking for. And it didn't even cross our mind that we can upgrade this revive thingy since I haven't picked it up yet. So that's cool. Gives you more revive stuff beyond just the first level. I figured it'd be more like Duplicator, and maybe it still is, let's see. Yeah, it is like Duplicator, just 2 levels. Fair enough. Rune Tracer and Bone, there's like no real rush to upgrade yet, and I usually take Rune Tracer with this guy just because Bones act pretty similarly, so when you upgrade like things that affect one, you're getting like double value, kinda. Double axe is pretty much always worth reaching at least early on, just that you can start taking out more packs and stuff with them without worrying. I think I'm gonna take this now, just because I saw an elite like starting to encroach. I don't really know like terminology. Like elites might just be the ones that drop chests, but like the tougher enemies too, or that sometimes appear that drop red XP instead, like those bats. And that's like one of the final waves of this one too, is just a horde of just the champion bats. Let's not go with a tractor yet. We're about to get our second level projectile too. Like once we hit 40 in a couple more levels. Got a stopwatch thingy there. I'm not actually a fan of those. I feel like anytime you pick it up, it kind of just throws off a lot of the other stuff I'm like making space and stuff with, like on the screen. I feel like we're gonna be forced to make a decision on like our final slots here pretty shortly, whether or not it's what I'm like actually looking for. Kinda do what you gotta do. I'm not actually sold like ever on upgraded garlic either. Like it feels like regular garlic always does just as well. And yep, we're just barely holding out on keeping these guys away from us. But I'll take barely over nothing. It looks like we are about to hit like a new wave type or something anyways. I think I'd like to upgrade Magic Wand over the other stuff first if I get the chance. Because as soon as we get that no cooldown Magic Wand, it really does keep things away from you. Darn. If I knew I was going to see Hollow Heart like immediately, I would have actually picked up the whip that we saw earlier. But I was like, what's the chances we see both in a row? Anyways, whip isn't like as good on this map, but still pretty good for like the HP regen aspect and things like that. You can just always try and retreat upwards with it. And nice, another attract orb. More cooldown. I don't want to take Laurel quite yet, I think. And yeah, it is going to force our hand. I guess we'll go Fire Wand after all, because we do have damage already. And nice, there's our area. So it worked out in the end. We got lucky. That's all you can ever hope. Got our lightning upgrade. So I guess we'll start seeing those double hits pretty quickly. Can't complain with area and cooldown on that, probably, it looks like. We should be zapping stuff pretty often. I guess the idea too is like the first hit zaps them, and then the second one clears up the next wave of stuff that walks in, like immediately after. I'll start upgrading area next. I think that's gonna really help with letting lightning do its thing for us. Start closing in some of those gaps above, like between where they shoot and stuff. And we still have one more projectile to get to if we can make it that long. Okay, so that should be axe upgraded next. If I can just sneak my way into this chest. Yep, got our scythes. That's pretty good on this map for sure. It clears in pretty much all directions. Yep, there's our first wave. Guess we'll see how well it clears on plus 50% HP, but I can't see having any complaints. Getting pretty close on our magic wand upgrade too. Like definitely want to get to like level 50. It's just knocking out the final levels of stuff for the next like 10. It's only really like bird build that you kind of have to work for getting those higher levels. I guess in library too, if you decide to pick up the stone mask that's laying around. And yeah, once you start getting your evolved items and can just focus on finishing up making them stronger, that's when you're usually just set for a while. I'm still not entirely sold on our current combo stuff, but certainly is better than nothing. But yep, can't complain so far. It starts to get harder around the 20-minute mark, but even this far in, it seems like it's doing pretty good. I think with this guy, like once you get the cooldown stuff and all these projectiles and the fireball upgrade, it basically is he just shoots fireballs just non-stop. So looking forward to hitting that point, even though it's probably going to take a short while. So I don't think we've really upgraded it much yet. I might just leave the next chest on the ground until we hit that point. Which should be from this, like, witch lady. Spectral, ghosty thing. No, I've never played, like, Castlevania and things, but I feel like some of these things are supposed to be references from what I've heard or things like that. I don't know. Could be completely wrong for all I know. Yeah, we've got a long way in the fire wand, ouch. I guess we'll focus on making everything else stronger first. And then worry about upgrading it, just to make sure we can live in the meantime, because I feel like if we just focus fireball now, we're going to be kind of behind. Here comes our next chest guy. And like, you know, base fireball isn't too bad with all this other stuff we have. I think multiple projectiles can hit like the same person and things. Nice, we got an epic chest that'll help us along too. It's a rune tracer finished off. We got our Wand upgrade that I was saying would be pretty good earlier. Didn't even realize that I haven't picked that up yet. Just because with cooldown already, it's always so quick with all the projectiles that we have. Let me see if I can't wander around a bit more towards picking up all this red XP here and there. Hopefully one of them gives us like a huge boost. I can't really tell how the XP works in this game sometimes. Like, it feels like sometimes when there's like so much on the ground, it groups up or something, because you sometimes just like off screen like a single red XP that gives you like 10 levels. But I don't know at what point it hits that for things, or if it's just a random enemy type or something that does that. And either way, it's good to walk around just to try and get a tracked orb the normal way too, for that same extent. And yeah, I'm just gonna wait for that chest until we can upgrade Fireball. Unless, of course, another chest drops, and I guess I can pick one up quickly. I'm already losing where the chest is on this screen. All the craziness already going on. It's always funny that like area seems to affect things like the size of all the random projectiles and stuff too. You wouldn't think it'd work that way, but I guess that's just PoE logic. Like, you know, area things and projectiles are completely different in that game. But I guess it doesn't hurt to have them affect one another here. Where's my chest at? I'm hitting blind status again. Nope, it's up here somewhere. There we go. So yeah, next level I should be able to get Fireball going. It's always the wave that's like entirely plants too that always things start to get sketchy. And there are 2 chests, so I guess I'll take both now. Assuming this gives us, yep, level 8 Fireball. Excuse me. There we go. We've upgraded things as much as we can, I guess. Except for maybe a level in damage, which I guess is pretty important. We'll probably hit that like instantly. It's just a matter of surviving. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Fireball is just always shooting for us at this point. That's all you can really ask. It isn't like as well targeted as Magic Wand, but can't complain. I guess I do technically need some money for that revive upgrade, so I'll start wandering out a tiny bit. Like, I won't try too hard to level, but a little here and there never hurts. Well, hanging in there so far. Only gonna get crazier in the last 5 minutes, but things seem to be holding up. I guess at points like this is where things like the stopwatch aren't too bad. Because it can buy you a couple seconds of those final minutes without having to actually kill anything or things like that. So I think I'll just leave it there. Get out of sight until I'm ready to pick it up. I guess that's one of the benefits of not having like a tractor opening things. It's like easier to not pick up consumables and stuff when you aren't like completely ready to actually pick them up. I just need to make sure I keep an eye on where it actually is and don't accidentally wander into it. Oh, still going strong. And yeah, things aren't, like, aside from elites, things aren't even getting close to us. That last elite died pretty fast. So I guess I'll mostly just keep an eye out for where they spawn in and stuff. I actually tried to get all 3 achievements at once from this last patch, but I didn't realize this was a level specific one. I thought it was just 30 minutes of anything for some reason. So I did it in the library. But you know, don't mind an extra excuse to play another round for a purpose. I probably should just grind some more money too, just in case more things like Revive get added in, like as upgrades. I don't think I did too bad like beforehand doing that either, because I am at like, I was at like 25k and I'm at like 33k now. I think it's like 52k or something for it. Yep, red XP is getting pretty good. And you usually make like 5, 6, 7k a run, it feels like. If you get like the coin stuff earlier, it can be more. And obviously library gives a bonus to that too. Just depends really on how much you level and how much you how early you finish your build and start picking up just chests for money. Then how lucky you get with that too, like you know with the epic or legendary chests. Wow, just a horde of ghosts just came on screen top right, just got instantly obliterated. I always like the idea of those like hordes. I wish that they should add more like interesting enemy grouping types like that and make you like have to think about your strategy a little more. Because not only obviously like there's a bunch of enemies headed at you at once, but they kind of like shuffle around enemies in front of them since they all have hitboxes, and that can like force some worse enemies into you too if you're not careful as well. And yeah, it looks like our lightning's hitting like a pretty good equilibrium as well, as just like targeting things at the edge of the screen and just as more comes in. And that's how I figured this build would work, like, you know, lightning handles the far stuff, and then whatever stragglers are left, magic wand should just be easy like to pick up them with. Here comes the all champion elite wave thingy. It only gets harder too. The next one after that is like those gray bats or whatever. And they are pretty much just dying. That's always a good sign. Especially in this one where they have more HP. Which I've probably said about 10 times already. Sometimes there's not a whole lot to talk about when it comes to Vampire Survivor aspects, but I mean, still a fun game. Very much worth the $3 I paid. So definitely would recommend it if you're just looking for a chill game. Just, I don't know, grind a bit, have fun, just surviving, I guess, as it is in the title. I don't actually know how long those stopwatches last, but I'll try and hold out towards near the end anyways to pick it up. Maybe if I pick it up at exactly 30, I'll just be able to hang out a little bit and pick up XP before Reaper guy comes and takes me. And yeah, dang. Did not expect this to work this well. Like, even in the final 30 seconds, we have like a huge margin of error as far as wandering around in not dying and stuff. Just as long as nothing randomly comes in and one-shots us, which I don't really think is a thing too much in this game. Outside of like some of the scarier fast elites. But I don't think that's even in this level. Whatever, let's take stopwatch. And get what I can as far as money goes. There's actually another stopwatch, so that's pretty funny. And we are attacking Reaper guy up here. I'm pretty sure in the past... No, we were so close to the cross. I wonder if that would have done anything. Maybe not. Yeah. Guess it has like a set amount of damage or something. Oh well. Oh, we still have another revive even. Can't imagine we have any more than that. There is like a brief invincibility period, I guess, when you die that way. Skip, huh? I wonder what skip is exactly. I noticed one of the other achievement thingies recently too was for some kind of feature. Oh, real skip in here. Once per rank allows you to skip level up choice and get experience instead. Interesting. Rerolls also 50k. Yeah, I didn't even realize I threw in two more besides revival. Once per rank allows you to get different choices when leveling up. Dang. So I guess I'll pick up skip quickly since it's so cheap. But I guess we have some grinding to do some other time. But yep, I think